I took the Old Testament course under John Clark, and he taught that Bible like I've never heard it taught in my entire life. Then I found out he was having home prayer meetings in his house. So I went, and I loved what I felt. When I walked in that house and saw those old saints, I didn't know those saints, but when I walked in that house and they started talking, Preacher Clark was living during that time, and they were telling things I'd never heard before in my life, I loved it. I loved what I heard. I loved what I felt. And then I started going. I was in a Methodist church, and I left the Methodist church and never went back. After I went to that home prayer meeting there, I never went back. So I got invited to a State Carolina football game this particular day. And I wanted to go. I said, babe, we got a prayer meeting tonight, so I don't know if I really want to go to the game or not, because I really don't want to miss that prayer meeting. So I wrestled around with that most of that morning. Then I just went to the person. I said, no, I don't think I want to go to the ball game. We have a prayer meeting tonight, and I want to go to the prayer meeting. So I went on to the prayer meeting, and I was sitting there listening to the teaching and all. And at the end of each prayer meeting, we go up for prayer, where they laid hands on you. And I'd never seen that till I started going here. And so I was a little bit bashful. I sat back a little bit and listened. And they were praying for people, laying hands on them, praying for them. So this particular man was up there being prayed for. And I'd been reading my Bible because I was loving what I was hearing. And never read my Bible like I had started reading it. And all of a sudden I heard something say to my heart, move. I said, what is that? And then again it said, move, move. And I knew it was the Spirit speaking to me. And so I said, where am I going to move to? What am I going to do? Where am I going? But I put my foot out to stand up, to go up to where they were praying for this man. And when I went up there, and I laid my hand on him, as soon as I laid my hand on him, I started speaking in tongues. I heard myself speaking in tongues. And I was saying to myself, I'm speaking in tongues. I am speaking in tongues. And I was so happy I didn't know what to do. So after the prayer meeting was over, I kind of was still bashful a little bit, didn't have a whole lot to say, went on back to my seat. And I said, I got the Holy Ghost. I heard myself speaking in tongues. I have the Holy Ghost. Because I've been seeking it, been praying, and I wanted it. So went on home, and when went on speaking in tongues all the way home, wanted to see how real it was, speaking in tongues. So the next prayer meeting we went to, Pastor John said, Lou, do you have something to tell us? I said, yes, I do. And I stood up and I told him all about it. And it was the most wonderful night of my life. But if I'd gone to that ball game, I'd have missed it. And I thank Jesus for this.